Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today I want to talk about basic gardening mistakes that beginners make. Now, the first one is buying the wrong plants, or not doing your research, not buying the plants that are going to fit the place where you want to put them. So the best thing you can do is have a look to see what your neighbours grow, so you know what will grow in and around in the area on your soil. It's the best way to find out, and also you can get a little bit of an idea of plants. So some things in there with us, and also talk to your neighbours. If you see them out in the garden and they look like they know, ask them what they grow and what grows around in your area. It's the best way, and also you get to know your neighbours a bit. Obviously you have to be a bit careful, because but you know, that's something that can be left for your own judgment. The next common mistake that people make is to put too many plants in one area. Now, I saw someone the other day plant a 6-foot long trellis with 6 climbing plants. Now, a 6-foot trellis is only going to need 1 climbing plant. Otherwise you're buying the wrong plants if it needs 6. You know, I got the idea that they wanted them all to weave together and stuff, but it does make it really hard to do the maintenance that you need to do. For example, for the first year you cut all your clematises down to about 1 foot, every stem down, and then the next year to 3 foot, you know, depending on what type you've got. And the same with roses. You know, they quickly outgrow their space because they grow up to the light. Depending on the situation and where they are, they quickly grow up to the top of whatever the fence is, or house even, and need to be cut down. Often you'll need to cut them down every so often to the bottom and let them regrow again, so you have to do your training. The other thing is that people think you just get a plant and you pop it in the ground. Well, the best thing that you can do for any plant is to prepare the ground properly. So that means digging a nice big hole, putting in some compost, manure, some feed, and just giving it the best start that it possibly can. And every year just spread some, you know, spread mulch over, spread some manure over it, or some leaf mould or compost just over your bed, and fork it in. You don't have to lightly fork it in, it doesn't have to be desperate. The worms will do the rest. Another common mistake that a lot of people make is that they don't read the label that the plant comes with. Now, most plants will come with a label. It will tell you, it won't tell you everything. It will tell you what kind of situation it likes to be in. It will tell you when it flowers, and it will give, sometimes it will give other advice. But what you need to do is look up what you need to do to the plant to keep it growing, because you can't just plant it and then leave it, because you need to prune it. Sometimes other plants you don't need to prune, or you'll need to train it, or you know, there are things that you will need to do every so often to keep your plant flowering and being worth the money you paid for it. There you go. I think that's it. Just the 4 main basic mistakes that people make. I can't think of any others. That's the main ones. So if you get those sorted out, you should be all right. Everything should be fine. Thanks for watching. Join me next time. Ta-da!